Alex, this was a long walk. It was a long walk. And then guess what? You have a long climb.
Welcome back to our channel and thank you once again for joining us in this another day in the life of living on Autistic Edge. I am Terry and Elaine, proud autism mom, and we are here to share with you tips and tricks of how we navigate through our journey right here on Autistic Edge. When a trip doesn't go as planned for a family with an autistic child, it can be challenging, it can be stressful, it can be overwhelming. It can just be a horrible experience for everyone involved. We entitled today's episode as The Trip That Didn't Go as Planned. We're going to share with you some potential challenges that you can encounter when you go on a trip with an autistic child. Depending on the environment that you are in, you can end up with your child having sensory overload. Now, public places can be overwhelming due to the loud noises, bright lights, the overcrowded spaces, and this can lead to sensory overload, right? And it causes a little distress for the child. And distress for the child mean stress for the family, right? Stress for the parents, stress for caregiver, stress for anyone involved. All right. Now, it also results in a change of routine because on a daily basis you have a particular routine that you have followed for the child. Now you're out on this trip and it's not a normal part of your routine. So the autistic children, they thrive on routine and unexpected changes in their plan, unexpected changes in the environment. It can trigger anxiety and that can result in a meltdown if it's not managed properly. Now, you can also have unexpected triggers, right? Situations that seem ordinary to others may be an unexpected trigger, right, for a child on the autism spectrum. You may have unfamiliar smell, unexpected interactions, and all those stuff. Now, how do you handle these situations? Here is what you can do. If as a family you're planning outings or you're planning a trip or whatever it is, you're taking a vacation. Now, these are some of the things that you can do to manage your trip and to make sure that you all have a good experience, right? Now, stay calm. Number one, stay calm. It is important for the parents, caregivers, and those around to remain calm. Children can often sense the emotions around them, and staying composed helps to manage the situation. Number two, find a quiet space if you can. If the environment becomes a little bit overwhelming, you may want to try and find somewhere that is quiet, try and find a little space that is less crowded where the child can decompress. Number three, you can bring some comfort items. So if you know that you have toys or things that the child like, whether it be fidget toys. Now Alex like his little Ziploc bags and he likes to fidget with that. We always make sure that we have one of that or more than one of that on the go because that helps a lot of times, right? So take familiar things that they can play with and find comfort in, and that will help to kind of relieve a stressful situation. Now, number four, be flexible. Now, I know you go out to enjoy yourself, I know you want to have a good time, but remember that you have a child with special needs. So here you have to be flexible. Sometimes it is necessary to adjust your expectation, right? Or even to cut the outing short. If you find that the child is struggling, manage your expectation. Be prepared to cut short, right? Have an exit plan that will help to reduce the stress. So, as a parent with a child with autism, always have that flexibility in your thought that things can go wrong, things won't go as planned, and what am I going to do? What is my exit plan if this start happening? Number 5, this is very important. We have said this one numerous times in previous videos. Practice patience and understanding. I know that it is difficult, and especially when you have a lot of people around you, and rather than looking at the situation and dealing with your child and the situation, sometimes we are overcome with embarrassment because you're in a crowded space and thinking about what people are saying about you or what they are thinking, right? But remember the important thing here, your child. So practice patience, practice understanding. Now, number 6, I find that I have to do this one a lot. Explain the situation to others. If you are traveling with other people, you explain your situation to them. And sometimes you are out and about with folks and they may see a particular behavior in the child and they may wonder what is happening here. And sometimes a little explanation goes a far way. What I find is I have had so many experience of Alex, having a behavior that not seems normal to a number of folks. And the moment I said, I'm sorry, he's a special needs child, or he's on the spectrum, once I give that explanation, I get this kind of, oh, that's okay, mommy, I understand. I have a nephew too, I have a son too, I know my neighbor. And you always get that, because initially the first thought that runs through some folks' mind is that the child is rude. When you provide an explanation, it tends to help. So right away, you get a little bit more comfort, right? People seem to be more understanding and you have that avoidance of judgment. Number 7, most important, use positive reinforcement. After the situation settles down, praise the child for what they have accomplished. The result may not be what you wanted, but guess what? Praise the child for the effort, and that will help to reinforce positive behavior for future outings. So, for families, it is helpful to prepare yourself in advance, prepare your mind, prepare your attitude, set realistic expectations, and know that plans may need to change based on your child's need in the moment. Now, we're going to share with you today a trip that we had. So, we went on a church trip. We went to the famous Duns River Fall. Now, we have been here before with Alex Xavier and we climbed with him and we had a wonderful time, but that was when he was much younger. Now he's become a little older and he's more aware of a lot of things, of his surrounding and everything. He's much more conscious. Now, the intention here was for us to climb the falls. Now, we know that Alex loves water. So wherever we go or whatever we plan for vacation, always have to have some elements of water in it because that is what Alex loves. So we decided to take a trip to Duns River. Now, needless to say, when we go to Duns River, we had quite a bit of challenges. We wanted him to climb the falls. Boy, that never worked out. Now, come along with us as we share with you a little bit of our trip that didn't go as planned. Now, here we are in the parking lot, just arrived. Now we are taking a little entrance and Alex is singing as usual. Duns River, we are at Duns River. Stop along the way to do a little photo shoot. Come, don't run, don't run. Walk. Oh, that's the water park. We have Tranquility Garden for your peace of mind.
Nice. A little way to walk down, okay? Yeah? We have a little way to walk. Down, down. We are going down, 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 down. Oh, say we had a little way to walk down. Are we gonna get any lucker? Since we have so much away down there, me not think so. Alex, we are at Bayhand Gap.
Normally, we have challenges with him walking on the enclosed spaces, like under that bridge. But he did well today without any fear. And now, we are going down and he's singing along.
Alex, this was a long walk. It was a long walk. And then guess what? You have a long climb.
We are almost there, almost to the bottom. It was a good walk, but we did very well.
So,
Now we catch up with our elder and our other church brethren here, and we were ready to climb the fall. But Alex was here pretty apprehensive, didn't want to go in the water. We tried to get him a little bit acclimatized and get to the water temperature to see if things would be better. So here we are taking a dip, getting ourselves wet to make the water a little bit more acceptable for him. He loves water, but normally it takes a little time if it's a new environment to adapt. So here we are taking our little dip, waiting on him to get settled to see if he would approach the climb. Now we decided to go for the falls. Let's see what he'll do. Now, as you see here, it's a bit crowdy, and the crowd and the noise is a challenge, but we are going to approach it anyway. So as we get closer to the crowd, now, all right, we had to do a little coaxing here while the rest of the group was waiting on us. They waited for about 45 minutes and Alex wouldn't come. So Alex went back in the sea, because now he preferred the sea more than he would have preferred climbing the falls. So we give him some more time in the water, and here he is doing what he does best. He likes the water. And of course, when a little anxiety, as we talk about in the first part of our video, when we have a little anxiety step in from the crowd and probably the gush of the water was a little bit too much for him, because while he likes water, the gush of the water coming from the falls can be overwhelming. So we try again for the falls. This time we get him a little closer and he was able to wet himself and he leaned back again in the falls. Yeah. So we got him this close, pretty close. All right. Now we think that we would have been ready for a climb. Nah, Alex not having a climb. So guess what? Our elder decided that he was gonna stay with him after we waited for so long. He will keep him in the area where he was much more comfortable. So, thanks to elder here. Big up to you first, elder. Yeah. We like to have people around us who understand. So now we will have to take the trip by ourselves. By this time, a part of our party has gone ahead of us, and elder was left behind with him and a few other church members. So now we are taking the journey by ourselves. Now we catch up back with some of our brethren that was ahead of us. All right. Now we are celebrating because we are almost at the top. Mad people, let me know. So we have made it to the top of the falls. And here we are in celebration mood. But guess what? It's time to end the celebration to the top, and we have to check our way back to the bottom to check what's going on with Alex Xavier. Now we are back at the bottom, and Alex is just still having fun in his comfort zone. No climbing of the river falls. Things didn't go as planned, but Alex did enjoy himself. Alex said, "This is where I want to stay. I didn't want to go on that falls today." And tell you what, sometimes when things don't go as planned, we still have to celebrate. We had quite a bit of accidents on the fall because the falls was a little bit slippery, and we had a few folks that had accident. Um, Nobody in our group got injured, but we were all okay. We had fun. And Alex had fun. So even though he didn't do what we wanted him to do, sometimes you have to adjust, allow them to be in their comfort zone. Their fun time is a little different from us as parents. And that is why it is important to have positive people around you. It's important to have good friends around you, good friends who understand. A support group is always important. And I just want to take this opportunity to say thanks to our church family who has always been there with us and for us, praying with us, praying for us. And not only that, they're just being supportive. They were not judgmental, they understood. And here we are. Even though things didn't go as planned, we did have a fantastic day. So now it's time to take our journey back home. That was a little bit of our trip that didn't go as planned. But it didn't turn out bad after all. We still enjoyed ourselves thanks to our friends, thanks to our elder who stepped in and helped us and allow us to at least enjoy our day. And we did have a great time. Alex didn't want to do what we want him to do. However, he had a great time. So parents, the next time you plan a trip, the next time you plan an outing and it didn't go as planned, just have fun with what come along. And do remember, be patient with your child and be patient with yourself. Once again, thank you so much for joining us in this another day in the life of living on Autistic Edge. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and make sure you subscribe so the next time we put out another content, you will be notified.